Going everybody, Brian back here with a look at Kaspa. I want to show you a new site I've been using for leverage trading. I know a lot of you guys out there do it, and there are 170 people in Discord. I'm using Margex now. Of course, I still use Bit2Next and Weeks. I use numerous sites. I kind of bounce back and forth for the bonuses and stuff like that. But as soon as you sign up on Margex, okay, um, I have my wife do a demo account here. If you come over to your wallet, all right, they automatically, look at this, bonus balance, $50. They put that right in there. That covers your fees and everything for your first trades. You get all kinds when you click on this here, bonus balance. All right, you can't beat that, man. I mean, that's $50 off your trading fees and stuff like that right off the bat. You know, no KYC, nothing. I used my email to sign up. I don't want to drag this out too long. Let's just get off that. Um, and went right over there. But it's simple. The charts work great. I like fast charts. All right, so this is on Kaspa. You can set it up how you want it. You can drag your screen down, you know, just like any other one. Make your chart bigger. You can tweak it in the settings. Just go into your background right up here. But I'm on 15-minute. If I switch it over here to 30-minute, there you go. Switch it over to 1 hour or 4 hours. All right, so you can see these charts work great. They also have full screen. You go right out there to full screen. You have all your tools on the left. And what I like about this also is it has alarms. All right, you can set alarms for price action right down here. Price alerts. I like that. None of the other sites I use had that, so pretty nifty. But there's a link in the description of the video for Margex, and also for Weeks and Bit2Next if you want to check them out. I use them free. And go check it out. Not a bad site at all. I really like it. I've been using it about a week now. Works great. Works fantastic. I like it. Now, if we come over here to Kaspa, all right. Well, you can see I have Bit2Next open up here. You know, I have a trade going on here and on my Margex account, my account. But anyway, on this Kaspa chart, we ended up having this wedge. You can see how it came back up. Retested that area now as resistance. Right, that's where you would have gotten your short. Okay, breaks down. A lot of people, and I want to explain this because you know, especially over in Discord, people will see me get in a trade on the break. Okay, on the break, and I get burnt with fakeouts now and then. It happens, but I like to get this first move down. Cash out, bang, sell, because I know it's probably going to go back up for a retest and re-enter back up here. But you can grab some nice profits on this first dip, right? You just don't want to hold too long. You know, you get that first big green candle back up, you know, you want to get out, all right? This thing ran back up, and now it's starting to roll over, all right? What potential target could we have for this thing? Well, we're going to look at Kaspa FYI here too, and I got to show you Bitcoin dominance, what's going on here, okay? We get this last push down on this. You know, you could get a, down to about 10 cents, right where my white line is at, you know, like I've been talking. Could come right down there. That could signify bottom. Of course, you know, could be a bottom now. You know, nobody knows 100%, right? The market could turn up at any time. But, you know, we'll be looking for this here. You know, this is probably going to push up, then roll over, come down, push up, and roll down. You could get a 5 wave here. We'll just have to see how that works out. All right, the 4-hour RSI was coming up, looking a little bit weak now. The 8 right at the bottom, 12, beautiful. The 1 is right at the bottom. You know, could get a bounce up here. You know, be very, very cautious though. I wouldn't even be interested until it takes out, either comes down here and hits this 10 cents and shows me 5 waves down, or takes out this top resistance area. Then I'd be convinced the bottom's in. On the daily, see what we got here. Daily's coming down. You can see it trying to twist back up here. All right, so keep an eye on Kaspa. We're going to watch for this 10 cent area down here for a potential bottom. All right, that would line up with, on a daily, that would line up with some support areas coming through here. All right, now if we take a look real quick here, Bitcoin dominance. This thing is retraced back up like I said it would. I drew this down, up, down the other day, and it has come back up. It's hit a 618 and it's rolling over. All right, you can see it came up here just past the 618, right into our box, and starting to roll over. That we come out on a daily. All right, daily, look, you see how it's starting to curve over, starting to look a little weak here. 12 hour, right at the very top. 8 hour, yeah, it's getting maxed out here. Just it's comes back up just like the other chart, the Kaspa chart I showed you. Breakdown, retest, and then roll over, and that's what we're looking here for on Bitcoin dominance. On Bitcoin itself, it's actually up $1,000 today. All right, let's zoom in here. Looks like a mess out like that, doesn't it? Wow. All right, looks like the last video we did, we were looking for 104,826, and it came up past that. Right here's the move. It came up to 106. 106. Boy, pretty close to 106 on the dot. All right, so we got that move here. This ended up working out. Let's get that off there. Get that 104 off there. Get this fib off here. All right, this area held. We had this low, then we had a higher low, then we have a higher low, and so far a higher low up here. All right, the 4-hour RSI, it's bearish right now. The 8 still heading up. 12, it has just turned up. And your daily, the daily is trying to swing back up. All right, looks like this thing is going to try to make a push and get another a new high here. Not a new all-time high, just a new high. Let's zoom out on the weekly. Yeah, the all-time high is over here at 109. Now that weekly, you can see that thing still heading up, but then on a 4-hour, all right, you can see it set a new high by taking out this high right here. All right, just peaked up above there, so you can tell that area right there. You're gonna have to break above that, obviously, and hold that area. Got a wick up through there, but not a closing candle. That's about 105,750. You can see what what we want to do is make a bust up through there, retest that as support, and then go. Okay, so that's what we'll be watching for in Bitcoin. You want to see a break up through here. Looks like it's working on a wave structure here, possibly. Could be starting a you could have a couple things going on in here, actually. We'll just have to see. We need a break above this level, though. Okay, it has to take out this level up here and turn this into support. Okay, that's what we want to see here out of Bitcoin. Over on Kaspa, FYI, let's check this out. We haven't checked this out for a while. We're going to go to the top addresses. We got $2.8 billion market cap. We're going to check this out. There we go. Please hit that like and subscribe, guys. Consider checking out our Discord. It's only $15. That gets you into our trading group. and it gets you 10 hours of videos to teach you how to start charting. Okay, if an alt season is starting, it's time to make money. All right, it's a proven fact. You have a much better chance of success trading in a group. Look at this. The last 7 days, we've added 3 whales. Got that Aquaman back. That's a exchange. We've seen that. -1 humpback. So this humpback more than likely became the Aquaman there. But +3 whales. Last 30 days, we've added 9 whales. All green, except the small wallets. Everything else is green in here. If we take a look at these top, yeah, it's Mexi wallet, Aquaman. What is it? $109 million. -645,000 Kaspa. Then you come down here, buy bit, uphold bit, gate. Yeah, these exchanges are definitely definitely gonna want to have their Kaspa loaded up. This thing is coming. We're going to have this big move here pretty soon. If we take a look at the total 3, got to show you guys this. We had some trades yesterday, some nice setups too. Let's show the total 3 here. This thing's going to start moving with Bitcoin dominance starting to roll over. Fake out here. I hate fake outs. I hate them. It's just part of the game, and they suck. The same thing happened yesterday with them trades. I posted a couple of them, and when you know it, after a bit, they all ran. Resistance coming down through here, but you had one coming down through here, right? A resistance line. It runs up, big engulfing bearish candle right behind it. Now it's grabbing and starting to bounce. This is a total 3. Let's zoom out on this on a weekly. And I think that was a massive falling wedge. All right, we're still only at the 50%. This total 3 has a long ways to go. I mean, a big run up here, right? I mean, it is only at. I remember when the total crypto market was under $50 billion. The total market, including Bitcoin, everything, under $50 billion. I remember that. I was here. $880 billion. We're looking to double that, up into 1.5 trillion roughly, somewhere up there. Looking pretty incredible, actually. Come back here on a monthly. We barely set a new high from 2021. Okay, just got a wick up through there, but it's setting up nicely for sure. Now you can see the levels here. I want to see if this Fibonacci worked out for this move or not. It came up to 2618 here on this move here, just over 2618. Of course, we got a bigger market cap and everything else going on here. So we're going to keep an eye on this thing. The big break is going to be that 1.15. And this thing is really going to start tearing. The total market cap of crypto, it's doing about the same exact thing. Pretty close on that daily, except it's a little bit higher. It's up to a 702 here, and the total 2 is still pretty low. It's at a 50%. The total 2 that excludes Bitcoin, so that has Ethereum in it. The rest of the market, everything but Bitcoin, and the total 3 is everything minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, so the ETH takes a lot of the market cap up. Take Bitcoin and Ethereum out of there. This is all your other alts. They are going to run hard. And I got to show you this because I talked about it. Them trades yesterday. Let me show you these. Sui's up to 379 now. What happened? Let's go in, zoom in a little bit. on a 4-hour. I posted this in Discord. Yeah, open this up. This thing broke, right? 378 was the stop loss. Let's get that out of there. Guys, come join us over in Discord. You know, I love it. It's that time when we make big profits. If we catch these big explosive moves, that's where you make money. But what happened was this thing broke. You know, broke the resistance, the white line coming up through here. All right, an entry. Where was it? Oh, right on this break, this wick right here. Sucked back down in, right? Then it took off, pull back. Now it's starting to go. Okay, so it ended up just barely wicking me out of there. Altcoin was a good one. I said that breaks $1.22. I'm in. That thing is working out fine. Pulled back. It's making its next run. Trump. You can see here it had a stop loss at 12.44. Unbelievable. You know, it came back down to what, 12.34. All right, got the break here. Had a nice push on this thing. Pulled back down in. Now it's going. All right, so just barely missed these. This is going to go up past take profit. It will. Myro was a great one. That one is working out fine. Myro, guys, check this out. You know, if you're leverage trading, this thing pulled back to a 786. Okay, I've been short long enough. I know a 786 pullback. If it bounces and goes, that is a beautiful buy spot. You know, I would let that run the rest of the way. If I got that entry down here, I wasn't watching this. I wish I would have been. I'm in it now, but this entry down here, I would have let it run for the rest of the alt season. I mean, it's a big payoff down there. All right, so you can see we had a couple ones that just went south, and that's the way it goes with the market. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. Please go check the Discord out and check Margex out. You'll really like it. Get that free $50 and try a couple trades and see what you think. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Thank you.